Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Folo mbe ala tentula subhanahu wa ta'ala manso mi yalon kanyanta tentula batu manso mi hadama dimode da ay fasamante ya diala bunda jumalom wolon hakilo la tobeon hakilo mi yalon ko aka londo nyinenno aka kafun aka soma siti biba aka kunun siti bibala yen kammala asa bidada asa soma da aka karan kunun na yen kammala kunun min kata problem o kata molula kana katala bi anen soma ayake hadama dimoti ayatola bashar anata tola al-insan anata tola al-mar'a ayatola al-rajul anata tola al-unsa wal-dhakar wa hadama dimo adantaka ala tento baki katu ala ya dada min kamma wadam ma nyanta tinala ay ala tento wolom aya dadale aswata fofenna aya diala ay sababu be diala aya karafa dunya la pour ay dunya dada ayati ala la yamaro aya fanjam fandi ala la fatandiro kado konde bole banya masalla kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam kila min ala letaro diala letaro min man fento anata manto min kan wo manto man sonna yala mal jikola manyala miranyala barola wato manto man wo kitabo mu don atamu la koten kato sanji wuli kilin kemenani tannani nin fen Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam a jato botan ko letaro min ayatu Jaiteh la mala afamo jikola ba wala alay kumo min dun ada jibril la aya futandi mol ma ala sediyata kaya futandi nimmo alquranul karim ga tanka nka kawandol kala mol fana ni be kacale ka dalilol kala bara akolayata bake qur'ano je micilimol jiko to bi qur'ano du ye manto jiko de da nyanta kala first class mantolet wa kadhalika ja'alnakum ummatan wasata litakunu shuhada 'ala an-nas wa yakuna ar-rasul 'alaykum shahida abetan nalke mantoti minna ko bebe tema kundan kayaren katu itobentale ni qur'ano bara ni kila jikota kila la sunno akumo minati ka kila jiko dota bari ka sunno tay dala titano niata doron. This is why the Muslims are responsible for the most dangerous misconceptions about Islam. We ourselves are responsible and we are the cause, and still now we cannot identify the cause, much less to provide a solution to the problem that we created. Ninna mo problemo ndol fawle ya tinna molu man islamo ye koto jawo kala misconception angale kawoto wolom famo mi ya lon ko ye mira koto le ke hakilo kono miro min mambete ya wo miro ya tinna wo famo ifana yekiti jawol waka ka fo wole to kumo mi ya lon ko ay mira mulun jawo ke hakilo kono. That's misconception. But our problem is under inform. Ntol wala katanna. Under aliyalo ne wamudu malati. Inform kakibaro di. But misconception are dangerous tabake. Walatinna be karambu wala principal o kontonna, be deputy kontonna, be mfon wala sheikh bana ustaz on badi mba kontonna, mbe diamula follow minna tara jamba kontonna, be talibe kunda be kontonna. Kilinda bal kono jam kekenda ba manda hande 24 hours abem call kam ati akata ba kana tenta be kol yala puruna naja ati fawole jadama lo ayakata ba ke al se duay gon so tan den sifal lay kana chance din tolula ani chance din na dro fanam belam fula wado sa nafta na diamu kanju marela English angale kan wala mandinka kan bari mina kacala minna akumma ya tabake mbe angale kan wala bari mba doyande la mandinka kan lafta aleni kumo mai nalone angale kan diata le, but you will never be a British people. And no matter how much you are in the system, conventional education, You can never be able to speak English as a British person. So the best thing is for you to be able to understand whatever is given to you in terms of knowledge. And whatever is given to you in terms of information, when it is vital, I mean, it is better for you to be able to express whatever feelings and ideas you have or concepts that you have about anything in this world. I want to pose a question before I go into the topic. What is the difference between an idea and a concept? Nali wajabi drone sa kachake. Nalman wajabi, you have a problem. But I'm manjar na kachake. Can somebody just volunteer and give us even a brief answer? Nobody would be wrong, or any answer will be accepted. But we just want to know whether you understand what you are trying to put across. What is the difference between a concept and an idea? Okay. Mbadnal mako imandinga kawan. Ale? Okay. But are you ready? For me, there is no problem. I am not in a haste.
Yes.
I can be here until 9 o'clock with you, if at all you are ready.
Okay, no, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but an idea, it's something that, if you're thinking about something, like something that you have in your head, a concept is like,
You believe?
like something that you believe in. I don't know.
Wonderful. Great. You are given 10 points for that. She's brilliant anyway. An idea is something that is not tested. It's not proven whether it is wrong or it is right. But a concept is something that is tested. Either it is proven wrong or it is proven right. And in between the being right or being wrong, there is misconception. You get the point? Aliya ko to jele. I mean for I to nyale for ni ko miro o mu idam male tat. But ni o miro tamandi folaba ilata ko to nyalo, it becomes a concept. Niya tamandi ilata ko fanialo modo lata la akata munti a concept. So a concept is always tested, whether it is positive or it is negative. Aliya mo. So minakachala minna bi walong misconceptions about Islam. So many misconceptions have been created about Islam. But the most important misunderstanding, I would call it, I will not say misconception because we are Muslims, but there is a very serious misunderstanding of Islam. It's where I'm going to begin. That is the opening of my lectures. Follow niko Muslim waliyako buniyal Islamu ala khamsin. Islam is based on 5 pillars. I think this is what everybody is taught, huh? But this is a very true concept. But if you are limited to this concept, you are making a big mistake. So this is why this is the first misunderstanding of Islam by most Muslims. Because when I say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, and I know, and I confess, and I am conscious, and I bear witness that there is no God except Allah. What does that mean? You are declaring something, isn't it? Yes. You are saying to yourself that you believe that there is only one creator, and that is who? Allah. Isn't it? Then you must be truthful to yourself. Otherwise, you become a liar. Al-Jamwe Bakele. Niko ashadu an la ilaha illallah. La takobatu manso te kerim fu ala damma. Wa anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ko ala la kila mu Muhammad lati atalom kila al-beti mandirawati. Ite kamine ke nieni nkumofo. Itaka diamu ifawale katu ala waya londe ibina mimfola. But you are talking to yourself. Are you real or are you false? You ask yourself, because shahada koto mumwalati. What I'm talking to myself or telling to myself, is it right or wrong? So this is why the first pillar of Islam, to bear witness that there is no God except Allah is a very important pillar if it should be understood properly by Muslims. Because it cleans your mind of becoming a liar. You cannot be a liar when you say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Aliyakumu mwele. Nite shahada fo. Ikadia muifawale. Ikwe ifawale kwa lata nalwa na kwa alamu kilinati. Watu ete mari manyan na kila fani ya fola ati koten. Because ikwe lata. So that is the meaning of what? Ashhadu la ilaha illallah. Wa anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. What does that mean? What does that give you? That gives you that your whole life, Itala Baluobe is going to be ruled, is going to be governed, is going to be organized, and you are going to live according to the behavior, conduct, understanding of Muhammad and the book that is revealed to Muhammad, called the authentic, infallible book of the Holy Quran. But are we doing that? We are not doing that, so we should not fool ourselves. If we want to talk about misconceptions about Islam by other people who are not Muslims, it's better we correct our understanding of the information that we've been given about Islam as Muslims. All the problems, religiously, socially, every problem in the world, we are 99% involved in it. Why? Because of our misunderstanding of Islam. And misunderstanding and misinformation leads to misconceptions. Namera aliyamera ninna ta simba furula muntole. Mo jamaya mera Islamo mukela dino lati. Mo jamaya mera ko Islamo manfea. Mo yamera Islamo is against science. Moliyamira Islamo is against women. Moliyamira Islamo is against justice. Aliyamira bina jump lawol. We must correct ourselves before we are able to correct others. Nenno mukwota nyantakela nyami. So Nico, look at it. Ashahada mina dita harama dimola. Walakinna Islamo, the power of Islam is in understanding what is the meaning of Islam. After you are being named a Muslim, which is the active verb of the subject, then you are a peaceful person. You are somebody who is conscious. You are somebody who is ready to give, and you are somebody who is ready to accept what is called a fact and a reality. Walatinda angale kama besiyaka nata manenga kama tu. Niko wa iqami salati kasalo londi. What does that tell you as a Muslim? Salo koto muminati nibe salola eka salimi eka jelebang ibuka alaje eteke yaka almamu dammalela fontemba. Then in prayers you are connecting your spirit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But inite be diamola ila mobile wala be in the Gambia communicating with your friend and somebody wants to disturb you. What do? Ngweka file mbatu follow. Ibuka wale file. In prayers, you are connecting to your Creator. When you are connected to Allah, you must make sure that your mind, your body, your spirit is connected to Allah, and you become a new man, like an angel. Salwo koneka ke malaika wale. Jumale ben kono menka ke wanyama. Atiki. So we still need to understand Islam. Wa ita is zakat. To give out charity, that is zakat. What does it mean? It means you purified yourself and you purified your material possession. Jumale ka jakwodi atol tonyalo atol jakwo mankal kam fardoti. Walatinna Luqman, in the book of Luqman, chapter of Luqman, Baril Luqman ba dinwa ya marla aman jakwo kafuji ay mina faye akayele ko nyadi wa amur bil ma'ruf wanha anil munkar wa aqimus salat aman jako faye because dindi wolon funding ki aman kolo soto na se jako bondi bari mbe diamu kan general lela pour mo be samoy min botawto asiyam sungolo moti sungo mun nafala mate muslimo e sungo ka tandila la ko hunger is opposite of fooling your belly wala monti satisfaction ni domoroke konko katale. But niman domoro ke konko katara jele. Niye konko kalamuta. You must know that ite hada madimo. You are always in need of the blessings of Allah. Oto ite mumwalati. Oto salon ko fenne ki soblay. Because niman domoro ke domoro konko dimita nyami. Oto salon ne ko saya beno. Wa hajjil bayt. Katama ka koto mumenati. That is called the Muslim Brotherhood or the universal congregation of mankind. This is the understanding of Islam. Is it clear? Let us come to the other misconceptions about Islam. Can somebody tell me any point or any form of misconceptions about Islam in the Gambia? Alim Makoyalaba. What are the forms of misconceptions in the Gambia? One from the boys and one from the girls. Huh? Let somebody else us. Because saying malla fi koten ka muhadaro ke ustaz wa betu diyamula doron atolu talibol le nyanta ka kafun kan yin kamala be min kachaka asiriwa. Just tell me one form of misconception about Islam in the Gambia.
Assalamu alaikum. The misconception that I want you to talk about Islam ala Nabi, because it is something that is common as a Muslim, and then according to a lot of things that we hear from our Marabouts and knowledgeable people, like after making duas and many other things, we use Islam ala Nabi, and it's very important to pray on Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But then the way we pray, the way we do it, some people oppose, like the congregational action of doing it. People sometimes immediately after praying, we say Bismillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then we all raise up our hands together, begin to say Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala alihi. There are some set of people, and they are Muslims. They're against the congregational acts of doing it. They will against others who are doing it in group. That whether you do it in group or the act of doing it in group is forbidden. You shouldn't do it in group, you should do it in one person. You know, they're just against it. And it's very rare to see them in companies like that. If they are the imam, personally, they use it as to be an imam.
To save time, I think I get your point clear. That's one point. Oh, any other misconception?
Thank you very much.
I would rather call your point misunderstanding rather than misconception. But this girl is very active among thousands of girls. Why? Is she the most intelligent girl here? Okay.
I think one of the misconceptions in the Gambia is like some of the Muslims believe that Islam is always against what people do or they do.
Thank you very much. It's another misconception in the Gambia. Well, I think Kabojan Sinadun Diamokono. The first person who answered the question is what pertains or what relates to Allahumma salli wa sallam after prayers. You see, sometimes when we go after simple things and we leave the most important things behind, we are always in a vicious circle. Because the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, explains and clearly tells us that Salat begins with a takbir and Salat ends with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And after saying Assalamu alaikum, are you in prayers or you are out of prayers? The person who is sitting to say Allahumma salli wa sallam, let him do it at his liberty. But the person who doesn't like it, he opposes it, let him go out of the mosque, finish. There's no problem. Is there a problem in that? I don't think there's any problem in that. And the best way for you, the one who believes that it should not be done, the best way for you to just invite people to your side is to educate them. Tell them why is the reason. And for those who don't see that it is something that should be done, let them explain to the other opposing party their reasons. No, everything is based on presenting evidences. Wherever evidences are present, there is no arguments. But the most, problematic people in this country, in the Gambia, are the people who think they know and they don't know that they don't know. And the people who are listening to them don't know that they don't know. Multiple or triple jeopardy that we are living in. That's the problem. Why should we argue about such things? I think the best method for a Muslim is to go to a Muslim, tell him that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said we should not do this, and present the evidences. Or Muhammad said we should do this, and present the evidences. If the person does not accept your evidence and you are on the truth, وَمَا عَلَى الرَّسُولُ إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ. Why should you insult him? Why should you create enmity between you and him? Why should you allow yourself to pray in one mosque when your hearts are disunited against one thing, which is not central? So we must try to avoid such things. But what is established and what is supported by evidence that it has been done by Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam or is forbidden by Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we should do or not do respectively. May Allah help us. Okay. I think the most important misconceptions, not only in the Gambia, but universally. Misilme ya mune atinna molu kaje amulun jawma ikawaleje, anyajawo ikawaleje. Mune ya sabu. That's misconception. Mandinka kamoto misconception wolo miro mimmanke tonyati. Bariti ya mira tonyalo katu ya dilale du yaje molka bara miniko itolbe o dino. Walatinna dino bata alalaya amambo moya molaya nati ayadi molula aya be bondi yendon to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam bari dino molle ka tandi nyonna ka te nyamen isi hakilo to bake hadama dingo buka dino bondino afawaye moye londo soto nyawanya ikawata mola londo la nyawanya ate dino nati lano ate harabo ni halalo de dalano ala dam malaka. You see, all the causes of misconception about Islam primarily is caused by our behaviors as Muslims. The first example, universal, is what took place just recently, 4 or 5 years back, the ISIS phenomenon. ISIS. Nkatol be ISIS moile kodi? ISIS funtita dunia janne kwetol ka Islam wole fasa. They were just slaughtering people. They were destroying people. They were destroying mosques, synagogues, churches. Jumali ebula wala. Aladun kwayele ko. وَقَاتِلُوا فِي صَبِيلِ اللَّهِ الَّذِينَ يُقَاتِلُونَكُمْ وَلَا تَعْتَدُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ الْمُعْتَدِينَ. Fight in the path and way of Allah against those who are fighting against you. They are fighting against you because of your being a human being, and because of your religion, and because of your sovereignty, and because of your wealth, and because of your name, and because of your belief system. Wala ta'atadu, never begin, never offend anybody. Wala ta'atadu, don't transgress. Al-kana boy mokan. Michili mola kelo manke ka boy molkan. La ikraha fi din. You cannot compel anybody to become a Muslim. That is the worst misconceptions in our Islamic dispensation in the Gambia here. Nita ni mola miro fatata dorong. Akata social media la akeneng. That's the worst misconception. Walatinna mol mimmanke michilimoti, because michilimol kanyon nen, because of their differences in ideas, minimanke michilimoti kaminefo ekafo ko this cannot be a religion. It is a religion of insult. That's the worst in this conception. Jumale osabu michilimol fam. Walatinna kubale benyato al kiyama. We should not take things for granted. We should be very serious. We must understand the meaning of Islam. Islam is knowledge. Islam is good behavior and conduct. Islam is good intention. And Islam is everything that represents goodness, righteousness, and the right path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For humanity and for yourself. All the causes of misconception muntolet. Mulatinna modol kafoko. Islam is an offensive religion because akamol kalendile alafta mol beke muslimot o manke tonyati afa anta tukrihu nas hatta yakunu mu'minin. You are not even allowed to tell somebody that you are kafir because you don't know what is in the mind. The biggest misconception about Islam is the way Muslims present Islam to other people who are not Muslims. Offensive. Attitude of aggressiveness. Insulting each other. Apostatizing each other. Criticizing each other. If you don't share my idea, and I have my proofs and evidence, and you have yours, let us put the ideas, let them fight, and we become brothers. Innamal mu'minuna ikhwa. But that is not done in the Gambia. Namira nila miro ni na miro fatata. Mbatu ye dalilo, ila dalilo ni la dalilo ye keloke. Nte nite ke badi ngoti katun tol beko mu muslim wolati. Rather than ita benta ke la kafiroti, ye fon ke muslim woti, jumale ke muslim woti. That's the worst misconception about Islam. That Islam is an imposing religion. That Islam is an offensive religion. That Islam compels people to believe in it. That Islam is a religion that does not allow freedom and liberty of choice. Jumale asabu, we the Muslims. Mwaltatale folabon, pare fawon na pare. Na pare nini mo benta siloka indi Gambia, nate be grubo min kono. Ni wol ke pare nyaming nate mango pare jeta la dura ka fole ko ite data la grubot den ite mantara islam ko wala tin nante buka na fodu e na fodu do ko len ka fola na folo e do ko ka fola na folo nin do ko nin ka fo ite be na fo kala minati wa intita ten karan wata na ken kumo ni mo fanan dum fulo la na fo fula ke la na fo ni mo fanan do isa fo look this man is doing something that is me ya lon ka manke dino fula keba la kantar na fo wala muntala na fo akanta katilo la du yade da yiri jambole borolo akatilo la kando fay par plastic na fo ko ben ko wajane la ben ko kemo be jare. Just I'm giving you an example. Hani na fo lun kanyon suti ala le sai mo kela na fo juba ko ete benin kafoleto do ko benin kafoleto wal man betaya. We must try to build the best of human beings, a human character and a human dignity, a dignified personality. Man can banta fawati. Islam is not about external things. Islam is about building the internal power of man, spiritually, morally. Man can banta fawati. But this is the dangerous misconception about Islam. Imagine ISIS bila ulita. Internet jamanola. Most of the youths funding ke jama etwali amara ISIS be minka wolom tonyat. Jumale ite bulaka mo kanate. Ala ye bulaka fenkilin na kanate wolom sajiet ikamendom. Ima bulaka mo kanate. Wone ne mamo ikamo kanate. Fa nyina talla Islam wala le bang. Fa alton nyina ta Islam wala ko mo buka kanate mo ka fale ya bade fa amatahu fa akbarahu. Summa amatahu fa akbarahu. So this is the problem. This is one of the worst misconceptions about Islam in the Gambia. The second point is misconception about Islam deals with knowledge and education. Londo, Muslimu Jamaya Mirako, if all Konyali Tubabu Karao, Tonyalom, the Kakaran Angale Kawalela, Gambian Tolbuka Tubabu Karamoke, Tolka Tubabu Kan Karamoleke. There is no Tubabu Karan in the Gambia. Every colonized people are forced to just undergo that severe education by the language of the colonial master, and you will never be able to make anything out of it. Now man can come here, go there, what is the food, what is the price, what is the offended do no. There is more kind of no, this is not even a joking point. This is the reality. You will never be able to get anything out of it. In fact, it contributes to our backwardness. 58 good years, this country is still backward and still standing still. Tumalda kasamba. Tubabu kankarana. You see, this is the problem. That's the concept ka foye ko tubabu karamo mambeteya tubabu karamo tigi tubabu kan karamo lebe Gambia bari tubabu karamo wala ya tinna tubabu du tata nyato fo tubabu du kulintila mande daje tubabu du bengo mande da wolto mobile wol fer hadina ni soft drink sol bota wallet na kalal na kaitolo na tabulol microphone ite minede da ni sibuo hani ni sibuo ite madel because ite kamuntela ko ite dunia kon ite ya mbera ko ni dunia ya di modole le madi tel ite bota adama bal ala dum ko le ko wa isqala rabbuka lil malaika inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa ite dum bota adama. The misconception is tubabu karama mambete londo manke tubabu tati londo mu momo le tati mem pareta kanyindiroke mune ya tinna ko kake afala yanzuruna ila al-ibli kayfa khuliqat wa ila as-sama'i kayfa rufi'at wa ila al-jibali kayfa nusirat wa ila al-ardi kayfa sutihat korosiroke durebe londo sotola ala ko fasiru fa ardi fanzuru kayfa bada al-khalq. Just sojourn, move into the earth and observe how creation began. Tondo manke tubabu tati alka karan tubabu kama dronnela bala manke tubabu tati londo mo adama dimole tati londo mo mole tati who is curious, who wants to know and wants to exert enough effort to discover the truth. It's based on principles and there are rules because science, what is the meaning of science? Let me ask you. Let somebody start and tell me what is the meaning of science. Science karad. The same active girl is up again.
Okay.
What is the meaning of science?
Science is the systematic study of nature. Did you get me? Science is the systematic study of nature.
MashaAllah. Yeah, thank you very much. I think this is the comprehensive definition of science. It is the study of the laws or the regular laws that are operating in nature. Kadutokara is science. The moon and the sun are sciences. The day and the night are sciences. So you cannot simply sit and say science mutubabole tati. Science is a conclusive understanding of the rules of nature based on either meditation, observation, experimentation. These are the means for which you can use to prove the facts that this is scientifically established. So science man ke tubabu tati. Walati lana Qur'ano folota nyadile. Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Khalaqa al-insana min alaq. If there is any scientific verse in the Quran, this is the most manifest and the most clear one if we understand the meaning. Iqra. Qira'ah doesn't simply mean to read. Qira'ah would tell you to read. Qira'ah can mean to gather the facts. Qira'ah can mean to gather the means. Qira'ah can mean experimentation and qira'ah can mean observation. Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. What has Allah created? خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ عَلَقٍ has created man from a clot that is called either the fetus or the blastocyst or the embryo, depending on what stage of biology of human reproduction. Now, are you doing biology? Albe biology kekan. Do you know there is the embryo and the fetus and the blastocyst and what else again? There are 5 stages, which the baby goes through before becoming a full human being in the belly of the mother. But nonetheless, this is a misconception. Islam is a scientific religion. Islam is a religion. Islam mu dino minti ita barala no ni mal londo soto. Walakinna ni Islam ta ima londo soto. Ita la Kenya ka Kenya dile. Eka muntala ko mol mini ka foko wajadna aba'ana ala ummatin wa inna ala atharihim la muqtadun. You are always a follower and an imitator. Walakinna londo Okay, Islam is against science. No. It is your understanding that Islam is against science, but Islam is the only religion that has endorsed science. But munatin nantol kamera ko Islam is against knowledge. Wala be mo jamabulu. E ka moy do ka fe ko tubabu karamo man nafato. Ateya nafatala. Mol man min sote buka dino mola. Tubabu kan karamo alin tubabu karamo man killing. Nin tubabu karamo man bete ya woto ita kana mobile use. Ite fonyo ite kana dun kulintila la akata ye mobile de da kulintila de da dan ni be mol la fengol fula ko man beteya so ninne be mol bulu ka foko Islam amanke dino ti binka londo fasa Islam da malum dino ti miya lonko aman son kalala foni londo soto akon adam male oso walatin in the church before in the 13th century and still now it is there. They tell you to believe in what the bishop tells you and never use your mind to think of what he has told you. Kane miraka mimfoye lala don Islamo manke wa dinoti. Islamo ka foyle ko ala long ya ala mankuto long ya ala kitabo long ya Muhammadu long yana lala ni la tala akake dine tonyality because it is based on knowledge, understanding and scientific proofs. But kadun Islamo kono tendoron bate wuluta konole. It's a problem. Wala tinde kamoy Gambia wati nen wati moka foye ko ndema Qur'ano karando ndema misilme londo so ite mu misilme woni ite be mun tole fa biri misilme karamo be keri ite be mbaliti faydula leba o kumo manyinya minati na kumo kafo because wo mari malo mino Islamoti Islamo mu dino minti foyse londo le soto. But the misconception is generally, mimbe funding ke jama famo bulu. Isamu ekwe ko tubabu karamo man nafaso. Tubabu karamo in nafaso tole. Tubabu kan karamo lom problem what. Come here, go there, lom problem what. But tubabu karamo londo tubabu dudo kutale fabanta. And these people are going into the universe. They've conquered the moon. They are now approaching to Mars. They will go to Saturn, Neptune, and they will colonize every planet there. These people are moving. Everything in the sky and in the earth has been made subservient to mankind. But through knowledge, you can empower and you control the destiny of everything in this earth. Ite mamfuta alkiyama fol ebuka alkiyama baro imam futa je buka alkiyama baro ke ka fo yeto lo so wala jumale so wala fo certificate wala dila ko ebita jel iman dunya to pato selen da be sel la bon kanyadi don't fool yourself ala nan jikol de la misconceptions about Islam is caused by our own problems ntolle keta cost ntolla musababu wote wala tinna Gambia jamfuri ya moy mo tubita ka kole abat mune asabu ntol fongo manya ka tinna le mol bu kala fi kadun dino kon mo kane fongo nene itabe dino mi ya lon kon katalom ala dino ti inna dina inda Allah al-Islam min ko idabe o dino kono wato wati nin kelonate tollom itolle be nyon newala itolle be kitiyela koto itolle be nyon bulandikan itolle be nyon tinyakan itolle ka sunya roke itolle buka tonyafo itolle ka faniyafo ni mo manke muslimo ta son dino dino because you are an ambassador. An ambassador is to do good things, but you are doing the opposite of good things. Somebody who is not yet in that religion will never come because of your bad conduct. This is the cause of misconception. I'll come well. So ni no problem oti mimbe keri. So wala tinna ni modol be Islamo tonyika. Kadu Islamo te tojila no ala ya timmandele aya timmandele. Ala kila tankale fenta toranola. Barin tolla ma nyaale katinna molke nyaado Islam. Ala ko inna Allah yuhibbu alladhina yuqatiluna fi sabilihi saffan ka'annahum bunyanun marsus. Muslima sabaden ta fawfen na Gambie se sonka. Hani ni yedan kudera kude yasa jiya fay ko alden kudera ise sonka ni ba janika. Because the intentions, the hearts, the minds are not one. They are completely different. And all of us are claiming that we are worshipping one Allah and we are following one Muhammad and we are doing one thing that is the Sunnah of Muhammad. It is the intention. You know why? Because we are arrogant. Nene Iblis bay alano. Mine asabu. Gambian tolle kafo nyoye ko ana khairun min khalaqtani min narin wa khalaqtahu min tin. Wabe Gambia le sai. Moka foye ko itabita dimbale kono. Wala mtabita arjana itabita dimbale kono. Atale dimbale daba. These are the misconceptions in the Gambia. Gambian kawaje jande. Sai. Misilimu wal kabirin dunia be. Ye misilimu wal hali social media. YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook. Misilimu lonnal faul. Wato wati ibe nyon dundi kan dimba kono. Why? Foye tele ka certificate o sign kata dimba kono bang? Subo fo way buka jani dimba la fona fata. Ite ka modunde dimba kono abe balori. Ndiyamre janta mo bondi la dimba la kono. This is the worst misconception about Islam. And number three, most people think Islam is against the freedom of women. Mojama Gambia sa alkamwele ko women feminine organization albuka mweba eko musola nyanto ya mera ko musolu islamo manke musol tere mati islamo e mindi musola amadi kela alse wolombi ay mindi musola amadi kela musola baluwo kono alay holiday diala salo buka boy mola salo abuka boy mola faka boy mola le baraka boy musola ay holiday diala wodam ma kanyanta ay holiday diala salo ay holiday diala sumala o buka di mola fo muso aya bunya le fo labon ala kitabo kono alquran aman so muso to fo laje hali muso mankuto abuka mankuto jawo fo muso killing ay wala tofo je wala monte maryam munatinna aya tofo nim tol min bebe siri nim be moto bi momo bi jam muso be bulu ni nge kili ngoy ko na microphone to yela muso tofo talibole ite sonna momo bi jam ndefa min ka diyamali na le nyinen kal ko nyen na muso to mu jumalde ni nga faali nga men faale to nyaate ma to nya faale kete duniya min la fita kala muso to announce molma pare muso fanan be e la fita ke kil fanan to announce mol be ya is the opposite malam faale kumo moy so walatin na maryama to nata because mini ko maryama mu alala musol ta ko atolte sonna kala musol tofo in public bari benin tofo la in public ka tandal la ko alkamim fo faniyalo maryama ta kala non tela musoti ka tunata ala nyanta muso sotola o muso nyanta ala tole sotola abanyan na moto sotola ali kumo moy very simple logic o manjal so la fa kodi so musol la bunya jube ala min diyalla hani muso ye kujawo ke qur'ano kono ala bukato alla muso danteba na lonne ko luti la muso ala ya halakile bara ma tofo nu hala muso aya halakile ama tofo kodi ni muso be ame tofo muso mi ya lonko sab'in man sa muso mi ye mol mara ikatilo bato ama tofo ye ama imran la muso tofo ye muso min boyta yusuf kan ayato mako yusuf boyta kan aman sonna to fulay kota musol bunya fama musol bunya kato ameto fo woto musolu la nyanto ni la bunya ala wadi qur'an wa wadi dale but what is the misconception about women freedom and liberty in islam mune asa because ntolo hadama dimol muslimol fawlo because of their understanding or misunderstanding of Islam, culture, mola ado, anila chosano, anin dino nyamita, muso ikajube nyaminna, islamo majube wanyam. Walatinna tubabudi mkolu, wal kontrol kam muso oppressle, ya fasari ko islamo malafi musola. Ye kafol deda, ye kafo feminine gender activity organization. Bebe musol takanne, e ka musol nene bunda jumala, e ko keta la bunda. E ko muso nin kebe nyanta kannale isn't it But I will give you a very simple mathematical principle. If you solve it, everything is fine with you. 1 plus 1 is how much? Huh? Munati na keta tuti. Huh? Ani 1 fula mati na keta tuti. Mune asaba keta tuti. Because you put that addition mark there. That's why it becomes 2. Not because 1 is 2 times. But because of the addition, it becomes what? 2. Thank you very much. Aliyalonko, in biology, a woman has certain things that man does not have. Do you know that in biology or in reproductive system, the hormones called progesterone and estrogen in women? It's 2, isn't it? And in man, what is there? Testosterone. And it's how much? It's 1. And a woman has how much? 2. And a man has how much? 1. Walatin, a woman needs a man for puro muso e kono soto ay wulu. Muso is 2. Kwadi? That is why even in biology we say Kela hormone soul is how much? XY, isn't it? And a woman is what? XX. The Y supplies the X, it becomes a male, and the X supplies the X, it becomes a female. Isn't it? 2-2. Malum falka fa muleba. So muso niko muso nyanta kanyan na aninke. Na misali di kilindi Allah. Even in nature. What in English, how do you call a man? You call it a man, and you call him a boy. Isn't it? But a woman, you call him a woman and a man and a girl. Nin fangol tol fatata dawada in nature. Listen to this. Fangol ito fatata dawada in nature. O fangol la quality buka keno kilimati. Dutoni nemuno. Kilin no fa kilinte. Nibe duto do mo ke ka fole be nemuno do mo kamba. Nibe nemuno do mo ke ka fole be duto do mo kam. Briye kam ke tola kela. Ye muso tola musola. Wato walla al halo ta kila no kilimati in nature. Malon fale ni kumo mai. Fengol tobe fatala doron imman kutol be fatala. Wala tinna kelu ko ke anania moyle ke de na non soto badamma. E kom ke na timole ke ma na samba wulu. Alewa moyle musol. Bari ne ma muso kalon na kataraje muso buka wululo. Bar hanin din ka kili musol la fo wantamba. Bari ke hana wulutan ta killa musola mba killa minala ke munatin na be wulula artificial birth ese wulu nyawo tano wala ya deda ya ke kono e dingo ma boje ay wulu ay ntol ka wande wotumo kawate hanin bi kelo so wo manke kuti min nyanta mo jahal. I think you get my point. So the misconception ka for islamo amam muso bunya o manke tonyati ntol muslime kelu manya wala tinna mini manke muslimo di kamera ko islamo de sembo di kelu la puri ka musolu toy hani kali paro memfo wadiribo onna qur'ano kon di paro te odulato. There is something like beating in that ayah. Ik hani falo manya na lipala falo kalifa gambia doron ne ya lifa foya ko busi amanya nakela qur'ano ko kana falo busa أقول لك والخيل والبغال والحمار لتركبوها كسلاكم أي دلو سامبا أما فولي تدربوها ينكمل يا بوتي فرال بفلو البوتي لا درو من تو من بلافا دا فمولي وبكا بلافا وي فمولي ولكن بلافا بانتان دمالتي. So that's a third misconception about Islam. And what is the fourth misconception about Islam? Let somebody give me an idea. What is the fourth misconception? What is the fourth misconception? Let somebody tell me. Ninne Betiyata, we must, allow you to participate. This is called an active participation in a debate, not a lecture.
And what I have is, if you see our society, like our environment, dead persons who saw the debate. Like my grandmother is dead last month. So this month we call the talib or the reciters to come and recite Quran in our home.
Yeah.
At the end, we give them money. So is that one is good or it's not part of Islam?
Well, actually, he is asking a very relevant question about practices that we do. More banta, wala bandungo sita, sanje kilin nom 1 week long, kare kilin nom, aliye mol kiliye karangai. Non mu kullati mini alon ko even na society kono, and they are many bakan, they claim it to be Islamic. Listen to me. Bari, nite ya jeko okay, femno mi ya lonko amanyan na kake. This is not a misconception. This is a misapplication. You apply something in a wrong way. So nite ya jeko amanyan na kela, akata womolu because society nyantaka karandile. Kudol be keri na society modol la jero to ko amanyan na kela. O manyan na tandila konna society aman londo soto o kolto. Hada madimol dalita kuwa minna ke bondije aman sonaya. Bari ni tata benkata karan ke ekoy kata Qur'an wala karan kodi. Qur'an o dum ala la diamolet. Itollak fahamo to ya ke sadaka jariyal tinim barajo bije pro ay futa jumala. Ay futa furela. Modol ko abe futa lala. Bari skulo dol bije wol ko ate futa lama. Wota kita munti mira fula. Oto mita min ko ate futa lala itela miro karamola miro o dalilo landiba. Min ko abe futa lala o fana yata landiba. Nin dalili fuloli e keloke. Miye nyom boyndi, miye boyroke mbawale tala. Bari wo matinna natalo mol kunna. Nka foye ko atol kafir, atol teng kana okela. Hada madimol mammillo ikakele. Niye karandi ikatujele. In that sense, this is called misapplication. But it's not a misconception. And I would add another thing there, a misconception about Islam. Gambia, aliyalon ne ko Islam is a religion miya lon ko abe solarin sani adam male. Aliyalon ne ba? Atalom dinoti miya lon ko ibuka tano ka alabatu niman senea. Ingani ye senea, hakiro ye senea, ibala jato ye senea. Ikata salidamin jefana nyanta seneal. Whatever. But the misconception about Islam everywhere in the world. Ta muslimol be balorin dulal min beto dunia kono. Mbalito jurumo ikawale taraji. Imam baliti faydula soto. Imam balitol bonyonto plastiko nim baliti funto e ka be juruma dulakili. That is a misconception about Islam. Walatinna ni tata moli ya mini ya lonko nkoy mantara dineto alna tonya fam famali aliyela kordalu dendangol jube anin tolla kordalu dendangol jumal le seneyat ntol mam baliti faydula soto just few meters away from here Nyambay Forest Jam kodi Nyambay Forest Jam milabe keri jam wulo mi ya lon ka talon sababoti ka sanjo nati ya kem baliti faydulati mini ka fayje they are Muslims. So the misconception is what? Islam is not a healthy religion. It's not hygienic. It's not hygienic, isn't it? Because tol muslim wal manya wala yatinna mol kamera ko muslim wal la dulal buka sanaya wa yatara islamo kila sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ay mina foye hanika koso ni nonin beroba siloka min al iman ke tankale. Then Islam wolom dinoti miya lonko is clean. Islam calls for cleanliness. Islam calls for general hygiene. But Allah the school will fall jube the school environment. Every school in the Gambia ala environment or jube garbage be firing dula beto. Because mbuka dindingwal karandi from grade 1 ka tandila ko kadulasa ni andi alabatolo. Ala ko la tufsidu fil arda ba'da islahiha. Don't corrupt the earth after it has been made pure. Bring ala banko de da manno. Hada madingwala ka banko. Well, after sanjo nata, and this is based on look again very interesting and very important. Sanjo fere anata bi tamo mujellati sign. Time Jumale Bijay side, Ala Tuloloja. 6 o'clock, and there was a forecast. There was a rain forecast for Sanjo Bekele between 3 and 6. Sanjo Fela Aketa. What I mean, science and knowledge. For Minika for Islam or Malafi Londola. Imagine Sanjiba Molde Borika. This is correct. There was a forecast that there will be rain from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and there is rain here. For Sanjo Manava. Albesiri alkafo ko tubabul kalam foni manke mo londo le tiba ala ko fengo fembe sawani bankoto ate ala le ya deda adama dinwe ila hakilo use your mental power and be creative and make something good for yourself and for humanity. Imaje mo janjanta ka fo man janjam bar kayralo kayra balo din sanjo fo my idea dole na the misconception about Islam. Misiri moli ya milam dem bulole la nyonkan salwa wa manna alay domoro jindi samoto aya jindi nyana hani sanjo fele abe caring kabo bi misiri me ka gadino ke la suokolo ka kunko bondi ka yiro fi la suokolo yiro fi siloka alaka wala fonya ayan sojiya wa anzala minas samaa ma'an fa akhraja bihi minas thamarati rizqan lakum fala taj'alu lillahi andadan wa antum ta'lamun. Oto misili molu sanjo fele ay domati yande dolbeten namram belo la tande folo pontemba ko sanjo e tenko alama beke kuma kendo moy lati alama be yelema alama ala ya kenya kayoti sanjo fele akita bar ndemolo e maaje halama di mama haji jiela e maaje mobe borta ji don ko munati ndanka sila jiela ka to 85 to 95 75 to 85% of our body is water. Mbalo be mu jelti wala tin buka haji jela alama alayma
Abakabale ama alaybigo ama alaymi tusima ya bara ama alaymi sujar kala ya bara alilina ya kawanora abakabale kumuloi adletin ngani kono